Hey guys, how's it going? It's That Ordinary Gaming here, but you can just call me Josh, and I have a new Black Ops series here for you all. The basic idea of the series is to test out different myths in the Call of Duty community, and by doing this, I might be able to give you guys some tips and tricks along the way. So here in this first episode, I'll be testing the recoil of different guns with different attachments, and specifically the red dot sight, reflex sight, and suppressor, because all other attachments affect the recoil none whatsoever, and the ACOG sight is pretty much obsolete. So let's get right into it. Starting off with the red dot sight. As you can tell, the recoil goes steadily up and to the right. I would really not recommend this attachment if you are planning to use one of these three attachments. As you can tell, however, the reflex sight seems to stay much more centered. Even though it still does go around quite a bit, this is a much better attachment than the red dot sight, and I would highly recommend the reflex over the red dot. The suppressor is, in my opinion, the best attachment. It seems that the reflex sight gives you less recoil, but the suppressor keeps you off the radar, and the fire rate is still very high. Very good attachment for this weapon. And now on to the gun that you either love or hate, the AK-74U. As you can tell with the red dot sight, it seems to be that there is little to no recoil in this gun. It seems to stay at almost the same spot. I would really recommend this attachment if you have to use a sight. The reflex sight surprisingly seems to go much more up than the red dot sight. I would not recommend this attachment, though it is still a viable option. Now the suppressor. Though it seems that the recoil is very minimal, like close to none, I would highly recommend against this attachment, because it basically takes away from the power that the submachine guns give to you. I would not recommend a suppressor on a 74U. It is not a viable option. If you have to, pick the red dot sight to use. And now on to one of my personal favorite weapons, the Commando. As you can notice right off the bat, the recoil seems to be much less than with the FAMAS, and this is obviously due to the lower rate of fire. Now, since I don't particularly like the iron sights on this weapon, I think a sight on this gun is very useful. It's really up to you. As you can tell, both guns seem to stay pretty steady, so it's basically up to you for this one. And the suppressor is also a very viable option. As you can tell, it seems that there's little to no recoil. It has very little recoil on it, but it does reduce the power that this gun gives you, so it's really up to you. I would have to say my preference is a red dot, but like I said, it's up to you. And now let's review what we've learned. There are several commentators out there that have been saying that the reflex sight gives you less recoil for every single gun out there, and from this video that basically proves them wrong. Though it does give you less recoil for several weapons, it really is not true for every single weapon. So the truth is, it depends what weapon you're using. The recoil can be less for the suppressor, it can be less for the red dot, it can be less for the reflex. I would have to say that most of these guns are actually better with a dual mags or extended mags, but some of these, red dot, the reflex, and the suppressor is a viable option. But anyways, that concludes my first episode of Tips and Myths. I would really appreciate you guys giving this video a like and commenting. It really helps me out, and also helps me know if you guys want more of this, because to tell you the truth, this video took me forever to make. I'm not the best editor, but yeah, I would really like to know if you guys enjoy this, because I will definitely do more, even though it takes me a lot of time. I enjoy doing it. So thank you all for watching. Hope you learned something in this video. Talk to you guys later. Peace. And also, I would really appreciate if you guys would leave a comment giving me a suggestion for a better name for the series, because I really don't think this is a very good name for the series. But if you guys could help me think of a better one, I would really appreciate it. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.